It's the Austro-Libertarian alphabet. V is for value. Value is personal. That is the core insight of Austrian economics. There is no agreement to be had when it comes to value because it is subjective. Subjective value means each individual ranks goods and services according to their own preferences and ever-changing circumstances. Since it's a ranking, value can only ever be expressed as an ordinal number, never a cardinal number. You can say you prefer A over B, but you cannot meaningfully quantify how much more you prefer it because there is no universal scale of value or utility. There are only trade-offs. Economics is about order of preference, not measuring utility in numerical units. This matters because value is not inherent to a good or service and cannot be set by anyone. It exists only in the choices of individuals. When you buy something, you do so because to you, it's worth the price at that time. At a different time, however, its utility could be less, and then you would rank the money higher, meaning you wouldn't buy it. A bottle of water may be worth buying if you're thirsty or trying to stock up, but once you've acquired enough, the utility of buying more is less than what it'll cost you. We call this marginal utility. We always make decisions on the margins. This is why no central authority can accurately set prices. They cannot know other people's constantly changing rankings. Marxists like to say use value in labor theory is also based on utility, but it's different because it is a collective measure set by planners or experts, not the assessment of an individual in a specific context, which is how things work in real life. They are assigning numerical or absolute worth for other people, ignoring individual preferences and marginal utility. They are using cardinal numbers instead of ordinal numbers. Central assessment ignores how value is discovered in free exchange and is a personal comparison. We can only know how people value things when they trade because that shows us their rankings. And exchange also shows us that there is no equivalency when it comes to value. Each person is gaining value because to them, at that moment, what they are giving up is worth less to them than what they're gaining. For each person trading, the marginal utilities of the things in question are different. Value can only ever be personal. In the Austrian view, value is always subjective, meaning it depends on who you ask and when you ask them. And it's always ordinal, meaning it is a ranking, so you need to ask them to compare the thing in question with something else, or else the question makes no sense. There is no scale of value or utility to make absolute measurements of it. Action is done by individuals ranking things on a moment-to-moment basis.